proven time and time again that they are able to balance a good robot mode and a good beast mode. But the Transformers toy line has very often proved that they're not good at making the female body type, especially when it comes to making the slender proportions and making them have an awful backpack. So today we'll be looking at one of the best female Transformers in the whole continuity, Blackarachnia, the Predacon turned Maximal. There's a lot to say about her as a character, but we'll be looking at her figure today, and if it's good or not, because, you know, making a spider mode is very difficult, but making a good spider mode is even harder. So let's see if she accomplishes that. And here we have Kingdom Blackarachnia in her spider mode, and it looks very, very odd. Now, I feel transformation-wise and like the way it does everything, this is much better than the Masterpiece. I mean, the Masterpiece has all these gaps and all that stuff, and I feel like this figure accomplishes what it needs to. Yeah, it has all this junk hanging off of it, but, like, what were we expecting? You know? Like, the Masterpiece wasn't even that good, and you could fight me with that in the comments. But yeah, as you can see, the weapon does store on the bottom, and I guess that helps to cover up, you know, the arms a bit. But if you take this off, everything just, like, is easily shaky and falls apart. It, like, this keeps it a bit stable. So, yeah. Overall, I do like this spider mode. I think, this will make a great Tarantulas eventually. They are definitely making Tarantulas for the Legacy line. And I feel like it's going to be a remold, like, kind of like Earthrise Megatron. Like, they're going to use the base of this, but make it, like, different. But I overall really, really like this. I wasn't really expecting much from this, you know? I was expecting a backpack-heavy Blackarachnia, because that's what they always do with fembots. But let's go to the transformation and see how good the robot mode actually is, because fembots always have trouble with that robot mode. So let's see how this turns out. Oh hey, didn't see you there. I have a Discord server. You know, if you post a song request and it's copyright free and I use it in a video, you'll get a shout out. So I highly recommend you do that. The link is right up here and in the description. Go check it out. And here we have Kingdom Blackarachnia in her robot mode, and I am shocked. This figure looks great. I mean, that's the backpack. And this is a show-accurate backpack. Yeah, you could kind of see it through the body, but it's better than this and this. Like, this is an amazing transformation, like, standards-wise. Like, the bar was so low with, like, figures like Chromia, Moonracer, and RC. But now that this is possible, the bar just went up. And I only hope it gets better from here, because this is a great transformation, and I am shocked on how show accurate this looks. Yeah, you don't have the gold things, but you could always switch it out with this figure, but that doesn't matter. I think the black legs are fine. I think that adds a bit of difference. As you know, I'm not a G1er. I don't really care much for show accuracy unless it's supposed to be one-to-one. Having black legs is fine, and it doesn't look nothing like the Kingdom model, but again, I don't really care. But this figure looks great, honestly. I think she came out awesome. Now, I only wish that we could have gotten a Tarantulas to go along with this. Like, I know we're going to get it, but I love Tarantulas. He's one of my favorite Predacons, more than Waspinator. And I think having him and her together is just like the dynamic duo, the Spider Buddies or whatever, even though they're not friends. But this figure is great. Now, my only complaint with this figure is the paint on the face is a little too thick. Now, if you look on the gold on the lips and the helmet, now it's only because I have so much light going on here, it looks fine. But with the light off, it's very, very hard to notice all the details. And, you know, I wasn't expecting perfection, honestly. Like, every figure has its blemishes and all that stuff. But this kind of bothers me a bit. Now, I want to bring this up because I don't know when I'm going to review the Worlds Collide pack. The original Blackarachnia, like, when the copies were stolen, had this face mask, reference the mutant head gimmick. And it was finally revealed that the mutant head goes to the Worlds Collide Blackarachnia. And to show them off together, these look great, honestly. Like, having these two versions, like, it almost feels like having different figures. And for now, this is, like, my kind of stand-in Tarantulas. It's just my extra Spider-Bot. But yeah, this looks great. I'm definitely going to review this set eventually, but I got a lot more figures I want to go through first. But yeah, Blackarachnia looks great. And I guess let's go to the posability. Head can look left and right. It can bop her head. She can T-pose. Has a swivel here, swivel here, swivel here. Elbow, nothing at the wrist. Each spider leg is on a ball joint, so it could kind of do a swivel. She doesn't have anything at the waist, which sucks, but, you know, the transformation, you know, had to suffer a bit to get this really nice backpack. She can do the splits, has a swivel here, knee, and some pivot. And along with having great posability, this figure does so much. And if you really want to recreate the machine gun spider legs, you could even plug in Siege Blast effects on the legs, which is awesome. And this figure does come with the weapon, as shown earlier, the show accurate gun. And yeah, this figure might just be, like, the best, like, in general. Like, it's just really awesome. Like, I feel like this pulls off so much, like, presence, so much, like, posability. It does everything. If it had the waist swivel, it would be a perfect figure. But let's go to the size comparisons and then the final thoughts. This figure also came with a card, that being the Dinobot card, and this card is a Dinobot with all the Maximals, some of the Maximals and Predacons together. Basically, it says unites the factions together, and I guess it's an interesting thing that means Dinobot becomes a leader, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, there's this card, and I think we only have one more card to collect or something like that. I don't really know, but we'll see next time when I look at another Wave 1 figure. For size comparisons, here's Kingdom Blackarachnia with Iron Tread, Blitzwing, Paleotrex, Dinobot, Beast Wars Megatron, and let's also throw in Kingdom Scorponok and Kingdom Cheetor. So overall, do I recommend this figure? Heck yes. Blackarachnia is a fan favorite character, and it's great to have a modern toy of her that does the character justice. That Legends figure, while being good, isn't really a Blackarachnia for Beast Wars. It was a animated Blackarachnia made to be that. And this finally gets good treatment. Yeah, I could buy a masterpiece that has an awful spider mode, or I could get a deluxe figure that has a decent spider mode. And I'll be honest, this replaces Paleotrex on the list. I feel like this is a great deluxe figure. And like I said, if it had a waist swivel, it would be a perfect figure. And if you really don't like this look, then you could always get the Worlds Collide version. And I think that is also a great version. And, you know, I'll go into the little details and references with that eventually. But yeah, this figure is great and I highly recommend her. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.